Hello everyone, I am Francesco Uter from the Engicam support team. In this webinar, I will describe an example of software and hardware combination of Engicam products designed to set up a system for multimedia content streaming. This picture represents the idea behind this demo. There is an Engicam board with an Engicam module connected to two video inputs, two webcams, and to a local storage with multimedia files. The board is connected to the local network. The idea is to send the multimedia content of the three sources into the local network and make it available to other devices. The software choice to implement this kind of system is Gstreamer, a pipeline-based framework to handle multimedia content. It can be used for audio and video playback, but also for recording, streaming, and editing. This picture represents a Gstreamer pipeline. The basic concept is that the content flows from a source to a sink. In this example, there is a primary source that could be, as in the demo, an audio-video file or the image acquired by the cameras. In the second pipeline element, there is an audio-video demuxing, and audio and video are treated on two different pipelines. In both, there is a decoding, and the final sync that can be, for example, the playback. The system of module choice for this application is our SmarCore MX with NXP processor, with up to 4 Cortex-A35 and a Cortex-M4 for real-time. All the specifications about this hardware, as well for all the other Engicam system of modules and boards, can be found on the Engicam website. We have chosen to combine the SmarCore MX with the board represented in this picture, the eDIMM Starter Kit 2.0. Among the many peripherals available, we are going to use the MIPI and the USB to connect the two webcams, and we will use the SD card as local storage to save an audio-video file. The MIPI camera will be our primary video input. The USB camera will be our secondary video input. And of course, the multimedia content will be sent into the local network through the Ethernet interface. On the software side, the Gstreamer pipeline implemented for this demo can be explained through this proof of concept. We are now on the SmarCore MX, the sender of the multimedia content. Addresses and ports of multicasting are defined. Multicasting is performed when data are simultaneously transmitted to different devices. Below, the GST launch command is called 3 times. This is a Gstreamer command to perform pipeline debugging, and each one of these calls is relative to one of the multimedia sources, the two cameras and the audio-video file. In fact, the sources of the pipelines are devices corresponding to the cameras in the first and in the second pipeline, and the file location in the third. Notice that the sinks of these pipelines are different addresses. It means that the MIPI camera acquisition will be sent to the address multicast IP1, the USB camera acquisition to the address multicast IP2, and the file stream to the multicast IP3. On the receiver side, it is possible with the Gstreamer pipeline to select which multimedia content display. This can be done setting as the sources of the pipeline the address corresponding to the sink of the specific pipeline on the sender side. This video will show the final demo. Here's our device. We have the eDIMM Starter Kit board equipped with a SmarCore MX module. It is connected to the local network through the Ethernet interface, and there are the two webcams, the MIPI and the USB connected to the board. The USB camera is pointing to this object, while the MIPI camera is pointing to the Engicam flag. the images are acquired, sent into the local network, and these are the two receivers connected to the local network with an application running that give you the chance to choose the multicast address to get the data from. In this case, both are taking the information from the MIPI camera, and you can see that the two webcams are sending simultaneously data. Now, in both the receiver is selected a USB camera as input, and you can see that again the data are simultaneously transmitted, and in the end there is the streaming of the movie on the SD card. So this is the end of this video. For any question, contact the Engicam support team at support@engicam.com.